Reece's rescue mission turned nightmarish in an ancient warlock stronghold. They battled illusions and a shadow guardian, only for a chaotic light from a masked figure to collapse the tower. They escaped, but mysteries remain. What was the light? Did the masked figure and warlock survive? And is Trinity truly free? Or was she transformed or taken? For a moment, there was nothing but silence. Then, pain. Reece gasped as his body felt weightless, as if he were falling through an endless void. He couldn't see the others, couldn't hear them, just darkness, just the warlock's magic twisting around him, suffocating him. Then a voice echoed through the abyss. "You are not strong enough." The words weren't just sound, they sank into his mind, his bones, his soul. The same words the warlocks had whispered to him as a child, the same fear that had haunted him ever since. Reece clenched his fists. No. A pulse of golden energy flared from within him, his wolf roaring against the darkness. The magic cracked, splintered, and suddenly, he was back in the chamber, gasping for breath. The others had fought their way free as well, though they looked shaken. Elias, however, was staring at someone, on the far side of the room. A figure stood behind the guardian, watching them. Elias's voice was barely above a whisper. "I know who that is." The warlock tilted their head, a smile playing at their lips. "Then you know you've already lost." The guardian surged forward again, stronger this time. The fight wasn't over, it was just beginning. The warlock raised a single hand, and the guardian moved in unison. It struck with inhuman speed, its tendrils of darkness lashing out. Reece dodged, barely avoiding the shadowy claws that carved deep gouges into the stone floor. Vincent and Juniper flanked it, their blades cutting at its form, but it was like slicing through mist. Nothing stuck. "This isn't working," Juniper growled. Elias stepped forward, his voice laced with power. "Because it isn't meant to be killed by steel." The warlock smirked. "You're clever, but not clever enough." The warlock sighed. "You don't understand, do you?" Their glowing eyes locked onto Reece. This was never about Trinity. Reece froze. "What?" The warlock smirked. "She was just the bait." Reece's breath came in short bursts, his mind racing. The warlocks hadn't just taken Trinity to draw him in. They had been after something else. Elias struggled against the dark chains, his expression grim. "They want you, Reece." The warlock chuckled. "He's catching on." Juniper clenched her fists. "Why?" The warlock tilted their head. "Because we know something you don't." They stepped forward, the shadows curling around them like living tendrils. "Your destiny isn't to save her, Alpha." Their voice was almost gentle. "Your destiny is to replace her." A cold chill ran through Reece's body. He had walked into a trap far bigger than he ever imagined, and now he was exactly where they wanted him to be. Reece's heartbeat pounded in his ears. The warlock's words echoed in his mind, twisting like a knife. "Your destiny isn't to save her. Your destiny is to replace her." His fists clenched. "You're lying." The warlock chuckled. "Am I?" They gestured lazily to the pulsing runes surrounding the chamber. "You walked straight into the center of our design, Alpha. Everything you've done, every step you've taken, has led you exactly where we needed you to be." Elias gritted his teeth, still struggling against the dark chains binding him. "They're using you as a conduit," he gasped. "They need your power." Reece's stomach churned. "For what?" The warlock's smile widened. "To finish what we started." Suddenly, the chamber trembled. The runes flared, filling the air with searing energy. Reece staggered back as a rush of power surged through him, pulling at something deep inside him. A connection, one he hadn't even realized was there. Then, for a brief moment, he saw her, Trinity. She was bound in darkness, her body suspended in a void of swirling shadows. Her lips moved, whispering something he couldn't hear, but her eyes, those fierce, unyielding eyes, locked onto his, filled with silent warning. Then, she was gone. Reece gasped, his legs nearly buckling. The warlock stepped closer, voice smooth as silk. "You feel it now, don't you?" Reece's hands trembled. He did. Something ancient, something powerful, something inside him, calling back to her. The brief glimpse of Trinity, trapped in warning, only deepened the dread. Reece felt a connection, a pull he couldn't deny. It was a link to Trinity, yes, but also to something far older. something buried deep within the very fabric of his being. But what was it? What power did they seek to unleash? And why did they need him to do it? And more importantly, what had they done to Trinity? Was she alive?
I am Trinity. Want to know what happens next? Then click the link in the description below and download the Pocket FM app and listen to the exciting episodes of Chosen by Fate, Rejected by the Alpha,